guys, George here, and we are back for another episode of Garage Edition. We're working back on the four-wheeler. The last couple episodes you've seen where we was trying out the speakers on a four-wheeler. I'm more than happy how they sound, especially, you know, the price that I have in them. I mean, and they're waterproof. They sound great. And that was only 2 speakers hooked up. So this time we'll hook all 4 of them up. But before then, we are going to build a box for the back. The back, I'm building basically like a storage thing, but it's going to be a 3-part storage box where you have the right, middle, and left. So let's go ahead and get to it. Took all the bolts out, so let's go take this out. Should come up pretty easy. As you tell, apparently I never cleaned it. So here's this. This would be our template. So let's go ahead and take this over to this workstation. Alright, in the previous videos, I will put a link in the description of us building the front. We took it's a 2 foot by 4 foot sheet of MDF. And then we wrap it in fiberglass, which essentially makes it waterproof, and then I go inside and, you know, do my stuff and make it strengthen, and it makes it even more waterproof. But this is one of the leftover pieces so far. That the MDF built this, and I won't be able to build the sides out of it, so what to do. So far we've only used $7 in MDF for both things, so that's not bad. But what I want to do is I want to put it here, make it even for each one of them. A little bit over. We'll draw our line. That's the first thing. So we'll have the box. So this is going to be 15 7/8. So what we'll do is we'll actually cut this first, and then we'll flip it over, lay this on it against this, and we can do a little curve, because this has a curve to it where the seat goes. Alright, so let's go ahead and cut that line out. Well, would you look at that? It almost looks like we knew what we were doing. This just has to be leveled up. So, we got that. So now we have a base. So now we'll just have to measure the sides out, which won't be too tall. And we'll cut those out, and we can just build us a little box to hold our battery and amp and maybe even radio. So, let's go ahead and cut that a piece. The plan has changed again. Sorry, I know it's probably confusing y'all. I was going to go with a straight just box, but I do want to have a backrest because I have a bad back, so I figured, well, have something to lean against. So, I put this right here. That's where the battery will be centered, here. The battery will fit. Of course, you have, you know, the 5/8 where this board, because you'll have, these are going to be the side pieces, and then the middle piece will go here. So we still have room. The battery will be, this is a side piece anyways. We'll cut this so I'll have that much slant as a back. Now, this is 9. The 9 will actually end but right here. This piece will still give it contour, so when we put the material on it, fiberglass it'll kind of give you like a lean back bucket type. It'll look different than being all blocky and stuff. So that's what I like, because the four-wheeler's curvy too. So this should add to it. It's either going to look good or it's going to look like crap. So let's go ahead and get this cut. Alright, so we got this cut out. I mean, just look at that beautiful piece there. Alright, table saw or, you know, everything would be, a skill saw would be wonderful. Well, I have skill saw, but I'm using a jigsaw. If you take your time, I've cut a lot of stuff with the jigsaw. I'm decent with it, so not worried about it. Now, you can make this out of premium MDF. It would cost you more, and I'm working on getting a router table. you can make this look beautiful. Well, I don't have the bits and everything, and I'm not going to spend, you know, $200-300 for bits and my router table and everything at one time. So we're going to do the best we can, and I think it'll come out good. Alright, so this is the way this will be. Like I said, you'll have that, but, you know, we'll put a front right here across it, and here our fiberglass will have this curvature and this. So it will look good. If you don't believe me, just, I don't know what to say if you don't believe me. So, alright, so we got us a big old pile of wood. Alright, so this one goes right there. I don't know if it's going to stay. This one goes to that edge, which once they are actually conjoined, you'll have that. Now in the front, like I said, it's rounded, but back here we do have a rectangle box. The other side will be like that too, and we also have a back, one cut for the back. If I would point the camera at the right spot. So we will have a rectangle box. I'll measure it out and see what the dimensions are. So right now what we're going to do is I'll get my drill bits, and we'll pre-drill all the holes, and then we'll put the screws in them. But I will be using wood. I mean, we're going to use wood too. But I'm going to be using, if I can remember, glue. We'll be using glue. We'll get this done, and then inside we'll use silicone. Go up every crack and everything to make it so it's, you know, 100% waterproof. I can put the fiberglass on the outside. We don't have to worry about the wood getting wet either, so that'll be another good thing. Because I think after a while this would fall apart if it's wet. So we'll make sure the outside's waterproof and the inside's waterproof. The only way, and the lid, we'll put a gasket around it, but that'll be a whole different thing. I'll get to that eventually. So let's go ahead and finish putting this together. Here we go. Doesn't look like nothing special. It looks like, oh well, he built a box, a slanted box. Take the battery out, we'll put a little 8 in there. That'd be pretty sweet. But there it is. What do you think? Yeah. Look at that. The battery is hidden. The amp will fit in there. I tried it. We'll have all the wires going. Of course, it will be waterproof. Now, the next step will actually be wrapping this in some material so we can fiberglass it. So, I'm going to check and see if I have enough resin. But dude, we'll fiberglass this mug. Well, I was moving it over to my bench and I dropped it. So look, it chipped a little bit. So at least it didn't break. Figures. So we got some glue here. Wood glue. We'll run it along the seams of the cracks. We'll let it dry. Go back and sand it down some. Now, once it's dry, we can throw the resin and the fleece and everything, and do the material. So let's go ahead and throw this on here and get it all glued up. Alright, so everything's wrapped. I'm telling you, I've wrapped probably over 300 different products, you know, with material, cloth material, fleece and everything. This has been the hardest one I've ever had to wrap, because I guess where it just, the corners and stuff, I guess it's so much you wrap it like a package, but I didn't want no seams or anything. So we got this. We go ahead and mix our resin up and go ahead and put it on there. We can put it out in the sun and let it be drying. That way we can, if it dries quick enough, we can go ahead and cut the top out. Alright, so we got this pretty dry. It's still drying. See, it does have a little give. We can go back and fix that. But it's still, it's got, we'll probably leave it overnight. So what we're going to do is we'll go ahead and cut the slits out. Yeah, it's warm in there, so that also helps it. So we'll go ahead and...
This episode of Garage Edition is brought to you by G Sparks Designs. Make sure you check them out at gsparksdesigns.com.